Hey friend, welcome back to Bible Tract Echoes. I'm Mike McCurry, your host. Thank you so much for taking your time and joining me right here today. I'm blessed in the position that God has placed me as the director of BTI. One of the greatest things about being a part of this ministry is the people that I get to work with and the people I get to meet, people like you. So many of you have told me already that you're planning on coming to our open house here in Odell, Illinois. I want to tell you more about that. It's coming up on Saturday, October 4th. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about some young men I got to spend some time with over this summer. In late June, we had some interns that had the opportunity to join us on a missions trip that stretched across thousands of miles. This was the kickoff to 8 weeks of these interns being with us. And this particular trip, the first week and a half, resulted in many great memories. We traveled from the Midwest to Arizona and New Mexico, worked alongside several faithful ministries, reaching the Navajo Nation with the gospel. And these men and women there in the Navajo Nation, they serve in some of the most remote and rugged places in America. And they do it with grace, with grit, and a genuine love for their people. Our interns jumped in with both feet. There is Isaac. He was, I think, the oldest. He had just graduated from a Bible college, a good young man. Then there was Gilbert and Weston. They're the same age. Weston, you may have heard me say his name before. He works on staff here at BTI, but he's about 20 years old or so. He's in Bible college, works remotely he goes to class in the morning. He works in the afternoon. Many of you will, if you call into BTI, Weston may be the guy you talk to if you call in the afternoon or if he returns a call. Good young man from a good family. Gilbert, he's from a church down in Texas, and he's actually in his second or third year of Bible college now. And good guy. He has a great eye with a camera. He enjoys taking pictures, and many of the pictures we have from the intern project and then also from the Panama trip, I'll talk about that more in just a moment, they are from Gilbert. Then there's Andre and Noah. Andre and Noah, along with Isaac, they're all from Ohio, those three guys. But Andre and Noah, they're still in high school. But they are both very mature young men. They did a great job. My goal with this internship was to have some young men that were between about 16 and 22, and that's exactly what we got. We got some good guys. It wasn't supposed to be a reform school type thing, like, no, we can't help this kid, let's send him to BTI for 8 weeks. That's not what it was. These guys were phenomenal. They were sharp. And we got to go to this Navajo Nation on this trip, and they jumped in with both feet. All of them did. They assisted with some tract distribution, helped with cleanup after a week of summer camp, supported 2 filming projects that will be released soon. The guys did a phenomenal job. Their spirit, flexibility, and willingness to serve made the long hours and desert heat a joy to endure. Watching them work reminded me why multiplicity is one of our core values. Investing in these young men is a blessing, and seeing them begin investing in others is even more powerful. You can read more about the interns and their summer experience with BTI in our newsletter on our website. Go to BibleTractsInc.org, and you'll see, I think, a tab for media or updates or something like that about our quarterly newsletter. And if you'd like to know more about what these guys did, you can go there and read that. But I'd like to encourage you to invest in young people around you. It's never too early to start looking for a Timothy. And I realize I am no Paul by any stretch of the imagination, but what a joy it is to have spent some time with these guys, answer some questions, just talk to them, and they're such good guys. Honestly, we spent that first week and a half. We were in the motorhome, and it's 7 guys. It was me, Cameron, and then those 5 guys: Weston, Isaac, Gilbert, Andre, Noah. It was close quarters. I mean, the brothers, Isaac and Noah, they're brothers. They shared the bed in the back. They were lucky ducks. Got the nice bed. I and Cameron, we shared the bunks that my girls normally sleep on. Thankfully, they're just big enough for a guy of my stature. And then we brought cots with us. So let's see. Gilbert slept on the couch in the motorhome, and then the 2 other guys is my mouth right? Yeah, the 2 other guys stayed on cots when we put the slide out and when we stopped. And it was an experience, to say the least. It was a lot of people and only one shower, of course. But honest, the guys did a phenomenal job. I'm not even afraid for them to hear me say it. They did a very good job. I'm thankful for them, and I am encouraged to see and thankful to see, excited to see what God continues to do through those young men and their work for Him. Not long after the intern project ended, or right as the intern project ended, we ended with the Midwest Christian Boys Football Camp. And maybe we'll talk about that more another time, but right after that, it's a very busy week of the year that runs basically Sunday through Friday, essentially, then a whole lot of cleanup and all that. But then the Tuesday after that, in mid-August, myself, Gilbert, Weston, and then 3 other people, Cameron, his wife, and child named Caden, Megan and Caden, we all took off, 6 of us took off for Panama. And we got to work with some good missionaries down there, Isaiah and Cherith Hansen, good folks, and they took such wonderful care of us. We were down there we took off, 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning, I think. It was 8 o'clock in the morning, from O'Hare, and on Tuesday. And then we got back late at night Tuesday the next week. And it was quite the experience. We greatly enjoyed what God let us do. We got to shoot an update video for the Hansons, and they'll be coming back on furlough here in the near future in, I think, March, thereabouts of next year. And then we also got to shoot a Spanish language gospel film. This is the first foreign language gospel film that we've had the chance to do. And it was such a fun thing, such an encouraging thing to have the opportunity to spend some time with Isaiah and Cherith, but also to spend some time with the young men that were on camera. And so we had native Panamanian guys that were on camera for this. And so they did a great job acting. It was kind of a narrative, a little bit more than instead of a testimony documentary type thing, this was a little bit more of a narrative, some cinematic elements and things like that, telling a story of a young man that was without Christ and for whom Catholicism was the backbone of his life. And he thought that religiosity would take him to heaven. And he thought if he just did the sacraments, and that's what it was all about. But he realized that was not going to save him. And he came to the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ. And a gospel tract actually played a role in that. A gospel tract titled The New Birth. What a blessing it is to be able to feature that gospel tract, the very first gospel tract, to my knowledge, that ever came off the presses for BTI, the ministry that would become BTI. Paul Levine wrote that gospel tract, The New Birth, in English, of course, all the way back in 1937, 1938. And people asked, could you print that? Could we have it as a gospel tract? And so he did. And what a blessing it is to now make a gospel film featuring that gospel tract. It's an awesome thing. I'm going to encourage you as we conclude today's broadcast. We have one more day of radio for this week. Tomorrow, I've got a special thing that I want to highlight for you. I'm not going to tell you about it now, but you're going to need to tune in. Let me encourage you to come to our open house Saturday, October 4th. If you need more information, you can visit BibleTractsInc.org. But I'm excited for the fact that we have a couple of the Goodly Heritage guys that are coming in and will be singing with us on that day. And we'll be singing, let me think, I'm looking at the schedule. So we're singing then 1, 2, 3, 4 different times. But we're probably going to sing a couple of each one. We're probably going to sing 8 or maybe more songs or so. So it's going to be a good time. Mark Smith, my predecessor, many of you remember Mark Smith. And if you have if by some chance you're not able to make it to the open house, shame on you. No, I understand. If you can make it to Odell, Illinois, I'll give you the address in just a moment here. If you can make it, make sure you RSVP. But if you can't make it, if you want to send a note, if you remember Mark Smith, and you remember him fondly, as everyone does, because Mark Smith's awesome, shoot me a text. I'd love to share some kind notes with him. Text me at 309-316-7240. That's 309-316-7240. 7240. But if you are planning on coming, I need you to RSVP. So go ahead and you text me as well. I'll give that number one more time, then I'll give the address so that you can know where you are going. You can plug it in your GPS, maybe just save it in your contacts or something like that. Text me if you're coming, if you need the link to be able to RSVP. We have a lot of food and things. We're planning on having extra, but just in case, Lord willing, we're going to have hundreds of people here, and I want you to be one of them. And we're going to take time to meet all of you. Our staff's going to be here. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful thing. Pastor Joey Watt, Sherry Rodman. She was a longtime secretary for Paul Levine towards the end of his life, and to a large degree, she was a big part of the reason the ministry of BTI. I want you to think about this. Without this dear lady, the ministry of BTI might not exist today. She helped keep the wheels turning after Paul Levine passed away. For about the 5 years after Paul Levine passed, Sherry Rodman was a huge part of this ministry continuing to function. And this dear lady, I want to celebrate her, and I want you to come and help celebrate her. I appreciate her so much. Text me if you need the link, 309-316-7240, and let me give you the address for our building. I'll give it to you twice. It's 603 West Prairie Street. That's Odell, Odell, Illinois, 60460. Give that one more time. 603 West Prairie Street. That's Odell, Illinois, 60460. And we're right across the street from a BP gas station. Can't miss us. There's a big sign out front. It says Bible Tracts Incorporated. Just make sure you RSVP, though. Let us know you're coming. As I look at our latest newsletter, we had some folks give memorials. They gave a gift in memory of someone else. And there's these dear folks, a Joanne Hewitt. Her husband was saved through Paul Levine's ministries. And what a joy it is to know that so many were saved as a result of the man that was the founder, the foundation of our ministry. But as we look back and we revel in the fact that we get to celebrate this man, we look forward to the future. Let me encourage you to come out for our open house. If you can't make it, shoot me a note. Let me know why. What's your excuse? No, in all seriousness, let me know. If you can't make it, I'd still love to hear from you. Text me 309-316-7240. As we sign off today, my prayer as always is simply this, that you have a great day for His glory. We'll plan on talking to you very soon. God bless.
Thank you for tuning in to Bible Tract Echoes, the radio ministry of Bible Tracts Incorporated. Want to see our gospel tracts and other resources? Visit us online at BibleTractsInc.org. That's BibleTractsInc.org. Or follow us on social media to learn how you can partner with this ministry. Thanks again for listening. May the Lord richly bless you as you live for Him.